The land was tired of fear. For years, the people woke each morning with heavy hearts, knowing oppression waited beyond their doors. Hope felt like a fading memory, and courage seems to buried beneath silence. But in that darkness, one woman stood awake, listening for the voice of God when others had forgotten how. Deborah rose not by force, but by wisdom. She was a judge in a broken land, a woman who carried clarity where confusion ruled. People came to her weighed down by injustice, and she sent them away, strengthened, reminded God that God still saw them. Her courage was quiet at first, but it was unshakable. She did not fear being different. She did not fear standing alone. And as the enemy's grip tightened, Deborah felt the urgency of the moment. Israel was trapped under the power of a cruel commander with iron chariots and endless soldiers. Strength alone could not win this battle. Deborah understood that victory would come through obedience, not numbers. With steady resolve, she rose and called the nation to action, trusting that God would fight through those willing to stand. The days leading to the battle were heavy with tension. The enemy seemed unstoppable, their weapons shining under the sun, their confidence loud and mocking. Fear moved through the camps like a cold wind. But Deborah remained firm. She did not waver. She did not retreat. She stood as proof that faith could outlast fear. When the battle finally came, the earth itself seemed to respond. The sky darkened, the ground trembled, and confusion swept through the enemy's ranks. What once appeared powerful began to fall apart. The chariots failed, the soldiers scattered. What looked like certain defeat turned into divine chaos. Deborah's faith had opened the door for victory. Still, the conflict was not complete. The enemy's commander fled, desperate to survive, believing he could escape justice. His footsteps carried him far from the battlefield into a quiet place where he expected safety. But God had already prepared the final chapter. In that silent moment, a woman named Jael stepped into history. She was not a warrior by title, but she was brave by heart. With calm resolve and fearless obedience, she ended what armies could not. Through her courage, the enemy was finally defeated. The long season of terror came to an abrupt end, not by strength, but by bold faith. The victory was overwhelming. Joy replaced sorrows. Songs rose where cries once lived. Deborah's courage had not only won a battle, it has restored hope. The people saw that God could use anyone willing to trust Him, regardless of expectations or limits placed by others. Deborah's story did not end with applause or praise. It lived on in changed hearts. She proved that leadership is not about power, but purpose. That courage is not the absence of fear, but the decision to act anyway. And that faith, when lived boldly, can shift the course of an entire generation. The lesson remains clear even today. When fear grows loud and the odds feel impossible, wisdom, courage, and obedience can still bring victory. God often works through those the world overlooks, and when one person chooses to stand, others find the strength to rise with them.